See, I had to make me a nice fire. Nice and warm in here now. Okay, I left y'all. We still reading them books. I gave you a couple other books to read and cycle for that you could get the flavor of the land. Now we gonna have to do some historical study. Historical study and biblical study don't necessarily equal the same plane, because they try to disguise it like Constantine did. You see, I'm hip on Constantine's game. Constantine put the cross on all his folks, still calling himself stealing it from the Bible, but that wasn't the truth of it. He just had some men that would conspire with him. So we trying to get these Passovers into our correct orders. And in order to do that, we're going to have to do a lot more reading, because we didn't get the answer there. We didn't get the answer in Revelation 6 except for a more deepening desire to look. But he said he's going to keep the church of Philadelphia separated from the church of Laodicea, because the Laodiceans is going to face and fight. I think I told you also in the last video about the brothers coming out, the young brothers coming out the church and going over in Jerusalem during the time when the Jews was about to get wiped out in the last hour, during the time of the 8th, the image of the 7th. So we know that that's at the last hour that the 10 kings give their power unto the papacy and organized religion. See, that description is in Revelation 13. It came out, they built that out the sand. See, that beast came out the sand. See, the earth got a better foundation than the sand. So that's why some of those beasts' lies remained for a period in a time after their kingdoms, like Greece, but they a base kingdom, like Persia, like Egypt a base nation. Syria, they still a base nation. No power, no real power, world power. So we looking for the Black Horse stage and the timing of it from the 45. The 45, we see that the red blends into the 45. We see that Jude, the brother of Jesus, in our reading, he said, earnestly contend for the faith that was once delivered unto the saints. So there's a wrenching away there in Jesus' little brother's time, and he was mad about it. Jude talked about the utter destruction of the Jewish nation, called about the rich men, and about the different things that was going on in the church. So the church had some trouble even in the generation of the younger siblings of Jesus Christ. Now, how old was these boys when this was happening? Because Jesus was the elder, at least by 1 year, of his brother James. We know John the Baptist was 6 months older than Jesus. We know that Jesus died being 33 and a half years old at the Passover of the buying of the spices. And when Paul was getting ready to go off the scene, he called himself Paul the Aged. So he let us move a little bit down that line also. We know that the 15th chapter of Acts can't be until after Paul and Barnabas went into Antioch. Now, Paul gave us a description of his time movement and where he was and how long from where, when he said that after he got the Holy Ghost, that he went not and conferred with nobody, but then after 14 years, he come in contact with Peter. Yep. So all that got to be grafted, because we know that dude stoned Stephen at the end of 490 years. And we know that when Stephen was stoned, that there was no destruction of Jerusalem yet. But he spoke against that holy place. All right? So get your balance, enjoy the fire, do some reading. I'm going to push you a little faster. Push you a little faster if I can get done, because I got other stuff to do.